Okay, good morning. My name is William Joel, and I'm professor of computer science at Western Connecticut State University in Danbury, Connecticut in the USA. And this is the Undergraduate Research Alliance. We have been in existence probably for upwards of about 15 years now. Most of the times what we do at SIGGRAPH is to just simply get together and to talk about undergraduate research that we engage with our students, the problems, the issues, etc., what makes it work, what makes it doesn't work. I just have a few slides to go over some material, and then we generally just have a discussion. The discussion hopefully is to share experiences and also to try, at least we always try every year, to see if we can get some schools together to create inter-institutional projects. So some objectives for the Undergraduate Research Alliance is to facilitate the creation of new interinstitutional undergraduate research, to provide support for research through the establishment of communication channels, such as online and threaded discussions, online shared archives, etc. Please note, the Undergraduate Research Alliance, we don't deal with funding, we don't deal with any of that. What we basically do is act as a conduit through which schools can get together, faculty can learn about what other faculty are doing in research, etc. We also provide venues for discussion for undergraduate research pedagogies, such as today, a SIGGRAPH conference Birds of a Feather session. We also do video conferencing. We'd like to start to do webinars. That's something I would like to start working on. And also to seek industry partners. Now, when we talk about industry partners, what we have tried in the past to do is to find companies that would be willing to have their employees act as mentors for the undergraduate students to help them in their research. So the agenda for today, we'd like to do is one of the things I wanted to do was to establish a steering committee. Now, for those of you attending today, if you do not feel like you want to be on the steering committee, that's perfectly fine. Maybe the best we get is to discuss what the steering committee would be, what it would do, etc. Also discuss current projects. I'll briefly talk about mine, and then when we sit down together in discussion, you can talk about whatever work you're doing with students at the undergraduate level. Hopefully to discuss some new projects. Maybe we can come up with some ideas of things we can do interinstitutionally. And lastly, to establish a timeline for online meetings. One of the things we haven't done in the past is, during the normal year, we haven't met. We may, you may communicate, email, etc., but there's no actual meetings. I'm in another group, which is also presenting this year at SIGGRAPH, called the Massive Collaborative Animation Projects. We'll be actually in here on Wednesday. And with that, we realized we needed to meet periodically. So we're actually using video conferencing, video chat services to facilitate more regular meetings, and it's being very successful. So I decided, well, we should do that with the Undergraduate Research Alliance as well, so people can keep talking and get more projects going. With that in mind, there's an online tool that I've set up, which is Slack, which you may or may not be familiar with, and it's allowing for threaded discussions. If you're interested, I can add you to the what do they call it? The Slack team. That's what they call them, and you can discuss. And then also I'm looking at something like Asana for scheduling, though I'm not really tied to that. There are other products out there for project management, which I'm still looking at. The key word is free. Don't really spend a lot of money. So let me just talk about what I've been doing at my school with our graphics research group. At our school, we have 2 degrees at the undergraduate level, actually 3 degrees at the undergraduate level that relate to computer graphics, interactive devices. We have a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, we have a Bachelor of Arts in Applied Computing, and we have a Bachelor of Arts in Digital and Interactive Media Arts. And any student who wants to, they can be in these majors or any major, if they're interested in working in computer graphics, interactive devices, they join the graphics research group. And these are some of the projects we've been working on over the last couple of years. First one is numerical analysis and control of 3 animated character aesthetic behaviors, big words, which basically means is we believe that we can numerically define a behavioral style for a given character, and then maybe take that style and add it to another character in a very simple, automated fashion. A taxonomy for 3D animated character aesthetic behaviors, and this one was an outgrowth of the first one, because as we're looking in the literature for how people describe various aesthetic behaviors, what we found out is there was no uniformity. And in fact, one of the phrases we found over and over again was, "Oh, you'll know it when you see it," which wasn't actually very satisfying. So we began a new project, which was to develop a taxonomy, basically terms, definitions, how the terms fit within one another, and we went from there. And that, by the way, the first one is about, in its 3rd year. We do most of our research during the summer. We have funding to do research during the summer, not during the school year. We're not a research institution, so students got a full load. Faculty have a full load of teaching. During the regular school year, we do the research in the cracks, literally. But during the summer, we open wide open. We have funding. We get students together, and this summer was very, very profitable. So it's about the 3rd year for the first one. It's the 2nd year for the second one. The next one we've worked on and off is quantitative analysis of graphical user interface animated behaviors acceptance, which basically means if you've ever dealt with user interfaces where windows are zooming in and out, etc., we wanted to study, do people like that? Does that really work for them? So that's what we mean by acceptance. Next one is in non-photorealistic image and animation filters. The 2 we've been working on is stained glass and woodcuts. For those, one of the things we had to do was to step back and look at a segmentation technique that was applicable for these styles, because a lot of the other techniques that were used for analyzing images worked very well when you're dealing with stroked media like pencil, pen, brush, etc. But when it came to something like stained glass and woodcuts, those methods of analyzing images just fell far short. So that's where we are right now. And the last one is a brand new one, which we started this summer, which got off really well. A development of a low-cost, open-source motion capture system. How low cost? 4 cameras and a computer for under $1,000. In fact, we think we can get it for under $800. We know once we get this fully operational, everything done, we're gonna submit online. Just open it up, all the plans, all the diagrams, all the code, everything will be online, and we hope to have the project done in 1 to 2 years. Again, most of the work is usually during the summer, though we do have a few students who said they'll work for nothing during the school year to get this project going because they're really enthusiastic about it. Other than that, that's about it. I know we are streaming. At this point, you could probably cut the stream off, because what we do is we just generally have a chat amongst ourselves. Do you want me to leave the first slide up just so that somebody knows what was happening? Probably a good idea.